Assalam-u-Alaikum student, this is your English teacher Ms. Rehana. Today I am going to teach you new grammar lesson tenses, simple past tense and past continuous tense. Book Growing with Grammar lesson number 16. What? Before starting our lesson, I will give you some information about tenses and verbs. What are tenses? The tense is simply the way of using a form of verb in a sentence to express the time or state of an action. There are three forms of tenses in English language. Number one, present tense. It expresses an action that occurs in the present. Number two, past tense. It expresses an action that occurred in the past. Number three, future tense. It expresses an action that will occur in the future. Student, you have learned about verbs in your previous classes. Now I am going to review it again to you. What is verb? Verb is a word or a combination of words that indicate action or a state of being or condition. A verb is the part of a sentence that tells us what the subject performs. For example, number one, Ali walks in the morning. Number two, they ate dinner at the hotel. Number three, Sana was driving to the airport. In these sentences, walks, ate, and driving are main verbs. Forms of verb. There are three forms of verb: present, past, and past participle. Number one, hurt, hurt, hurt. Number two, go, went, gone. Number three, play, played, played. Number four, buy, bought, bought. Number five, cry, cried, cried. Number six, give, gave, given. Number seven, keep, kept, kept. We need to learn three forms of verb to understand the tenses. Now I will explain to you about simple past tense or past indefinite tense. The simple past tense is used to describe actions that started and ended in the past. In simple past tense, we use second form of verb. When we make a negative sentence in simple past tense, we use did not. For interrogative sentences, we write did at the start of the sentence and use question mark in the end. Formation of affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences in simple past tense. You can see the chart. Affirmative. What is affirmative? Affirmative, a word or statement that shows agreement or says yes. Negative sentences. A negative sentence or phrase is one that contains a word such as not, no, never, or nothing. Interrogative sentences, a sentence that asks a question or makes a request for information. Now I will read the examples of affirmative, negative, and interrogative sentences, and you can see the structure of these sentences. Now look at the example number 1 of affirmative sentence. I played cricket yesterday. In simple past tense, we use second form of verb with all singular and plural, noun and pronoun. Here in this sentence, played is a second form. Now you can see the negative sentence. I didn't play cricket yesterday. When we make a negative sentence of past tense, we use did not and change the second form to first form. In this sentence, play is the first form. Now interrogative sentence. Did I play cricket yesterday? When we make an interrogative sentence, first we write did and then noun or pronoun, and after that remaining part of the sentence. At the end, we use question mark. Now look at the second example of affirmative sentence. Ali walked to work. Negative sentence. Ali didn't walk to work. Interrogative sentence. Did Ali walk to work? Now look at the example number 3 of affirmative sentence. She went to bed early. Negative. She didn't go to bed early. Interrogative. Did she go to bed early? Example number 4. He cut his finger. Negative. He didn't cut his finger. Interrogative. Did he cut his finger? Verb cut will be same in negative or interrogative sentences. Now I'm going to read example number 5. They bought a house last month. Negative. They didn't buy a house last month. Interrogative. Did they buy a house last month? Dear student, now I am going to teach you about past continuous tense. What is past continuous tense? The past continuous tense is used to describe actions that began in the past and often continued for a short period of time after the action started. In past continuous tense, we add ing at the end of the first form of verb. We write helping verb, was, and were before the verb. We use helping verb was with singular nouns and pronouns I, he, she, and it. And we use helping verb were with plural nouns and pronouns we, you, they. For negative sentences, we use not after was and were. For interrogative sentences, we write was and were at the start of the sentence and use question mark. Now I'm going to explain to you about past continuous tense structure. The first example of affirmative sentence is Sophia was waiting for the bus. In affirmative sentence, Sophia is a singular noun, so we use helping verb was and add ing with first form of verb. Now look at the negative sentence. Sophia was not waiting for the bus. In negative sentence, we use not after was. Look at the interrogative sentence. Was Sophia waiting for the bus? In interrogative sentence, we use was start of the sentence and at the end we write question mark. Now look at the second example of affirmative sentence. The birds were chirping. In this sentence, the birds are plural noun. That's why we use helping verb were and similarly add ing with first form of verb. Now look at the negative sentence. The birds were not chirping. In negative sentence, we use not after were. Look at the interrogative sentence. Were the birds chirping? We use were at the starting of the sentence and at the end we write question mark. The students' remaining three sentences have same structure that I have taught you in example number 1 and 2. So I will read the rest of the sentences. Look at the example number 3 of affirmative sentence. They were learning their lesson. Negative sentence. They were not learning their lesson. Interrogative sentence. Were they learning their lesson? Now look at the example number 4 for affirmative sentence. She was washing clothes. Negative sentence. She was not washing clothes. Interrogative sentence. Was she washing clothes? Now look at the example number 5 for affirmative sentence. I was doing my homework. Negative sentence. I was not doing my homework. And interrogative sentence. Was I doing my homework? Hopefully you understood the lesson simple past tense and past continuous tense. Copy and bookwork will be shared on WhatsApp. Thanks and Allah Hafiz.